What are we not providing in the relationship? The love and appreciation and affection that could push a good man to cheat. And that's where we're going to go next. And before we get into that, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Please consider liking this video so that it can reach as many people and get the message out there. And I appreciate your support and your help in that. So what is it about the lack of love and appreciation in a marriage that we need to look at as women? Because as wives, as women, we don't feel the obligation to do anything to show our genuine love and appreciation to our husbands. So let's look a little bit at why. And the truth is that good men in their nature, they go along to get along. They're very resilient and bounce back after conflict and arguments in the relationship. They, for a period of time, can bounce back quickly from the withholding. They can bounce back quickly from how their wives are treating them. And they regroup and they re-engage in the relationship. They don't hold grudges. They can easily sweep things under the rug and just keep going without any consequences for their wives' behaviors. And that's just the nature of a good man. They're doing everything they can, jumping through all the hoops, because all they want is for us to be happy. And when we're miserable in the relationship, always telling them how they're making us unhappy, what they need to change, the next goalpost that they need to jump through to make us happy, that never does, that they strive and work so hard because of our unhappiness. And what happens for us as women, because a good man's always there, he's always re-engaging in the relationship, always doing what he thinks he needs to be doing to make his wife happy and show up and be reliable and be stable and be predictable, is that as women, we take that for granted and don't think that we need to do anything to show our love and affection, because our husbands are always there and we never have any consequences for our behaviors. So we don't even consider or think we need to do anything to put anything back into the relationship and keep it going, because we take our husbands for granted and we expect them to just be there because that's who they are. One more thing before we get back to it. This video is brought to you by the Autoimmune Expert, our sister company where we teach people to permanently heal from autoimmune diseases and chronic illnesses without the need for medications, supplements, food diets, or mind-body interventions. So if you or a family member is struggling with an autoimmune disease or chronic illness and you're frustrated with your Western or alternative medical program of symptom management, please click the link above to schedule your free consultation to start your healing journey. And also check out the links in the description below to sign up for our free Autoimmune 101 course and visit the Autoimmune Expert YouTube channel. Our programs are truly profound and amazing in their abilities to permanently heal autoimmune diseases and chronic illnesses. And in this, we don't think that our husbands feel the lack of love, affection, and appreciation in the marriage. They're so resilient and keep showing up. We don't think they feel anything, that they don't notice. They don't feel the lack of gratitude for who they are and what they do, or they seem fine. They're still going in the relationship, so it must not matter, and they don't feel it. But the truth is, our husbands feel everything. Good men feel everything. They are attuned to all of the nuances of our emotions, our looks, the verbal and nonverbal clues that we give that they feel completely taken for granted, unappreciated, and unloved. And this can happen in two ways. They absolutely feel and see and experience the overt withdrawal and withholding of our love. They feel the sharpness and cruelty and meanness in our criticisms of them. They feel the distance in the bed when we're sleeping on the very edge of the bed and doing everything to push them away, to not have sex or affection and physical touch. They feel what's really happening there. On the other side of the coin, they feel the shallowness and lack of sincerity in our actions and words. So what that means is that even if you tell yourself, well, I do say thank you, or I do try to show my love and appreciation to him, if it lacks sincerity, he feels it, so it's almost as if it doesn't count. And he almost can't even hear it or let it in. So in other words, as women, we think that we can get away with everything in the marriage and that our behaviors don't have consequences. But what I want you to hear and impart to you that I've had to learn and continue to have to be in touch with in myself is that just because your husband bounces back, just because he keeps doing the things to try to make you happy, he keeps providing, and he re-engages, it doesn't mean he does not feel your lack of love and appreciation and affection toward him. He absolutely feels it. And the depth of which that is there in your behaviors in the relationship is where you leave yourself and need to recognize where you push him to potentially stray and cheat. So if you're a woman listening and you're open to being red-pilled, which is my mission here, to see the truth of how we show up so we can change. You want to understand your behaviors and how you're showing up or not showing up in the relationship has consequences, that you have a part and role and you are complicit. If you are married to a good man and he goes outside of the marriage, it's not that that's okay or that that's morally acceptable, but you want to know you're complicit in that circumstance in your marriage, and that you don't have control over your husband, but you have control over yourself to show up and do your best and do your part. And being married to a good man, he won't cheat. For those women listening who know you are the problem and want a path forward to change your woman ways and truly be happy in yourself, I have a course for women called the Happiness Program. This course will teach you to take control of your emotional state and move from camp victim to camp take responsibility so that you are empowered to be the solution to the issues in your marriage and life. You can click the link above to learn more about the course and apply for a free consultation with me. You can also find a link below to sign up for my free Happiness 101 course. For the good men listening who want a way to take your power back that you have unknowingly given away to your wife, I also have a course for you called the Marriage Rescue Course for Good Men Only. This course will teach you how to rebuild your strength and confidence so that you can navigate the relationship with your wife in a healthy, constructive way. You can also click the link above to learn more about the course and apply for a free consultation with me. Thank you again, and I will see you all soon.